All right, hello everyone. This is our 15 things of GAC. This is season 54. This is our first episode of doing this. We basically want to have 15 minutes where we discuss the 15 things you need to know about this coming GAC season. It's basically a TLDR. And before I get started, I want to introduce the team that I'm working with. Now, some of you guys may know this team here I've been working with, including one of my good mates, Sam, the Muppet, Sam, and then we also got my mate, Trax. So we'll go around here. Sam, introduce yourself there to the group, and then Trax, you straight after there, mate.
Oh, hey guys, my name is Sam or Muppet Lord, whatever you prefer. I'm just a trudging along in Kyber 1 in the guild video, just playing along casually. And that's pretty much it for the moment.
Yeah, awesome, man. And Trax, tell us a bit about yourself as well, mate, where you're at.
All right, I'm a Canadian stuck with these two dingoes. My name is Sir Traximus in swgoh. You guys can call me Trax. I am in Chromium presently in Kyber 1. Yeah, so love playing swgoh.
Yeah, awesome, man. And for many of you guys know, I've also been at all, I guess, various different levels of this game. Where I'm at playing right now, I'm in a free-to-play situation, and I'm just sort of growing the account, getting back into it. I played at, sort of the biggest accounts, and now I'm playing GAC, just solely focused on GAC, and that's why we're doing a lot of what we're doing here. So yeah, very cool. Thank you, Sam, and thank you, Trax, for telling us a bit about yourself, and I look forward to these things we're going to talk about real soon. But like I said earlier, guys, this is 15 things of GAC in 15 minutes. So the purpose here is to just really give you a quick TLDR. We're going to go over some of the 15 points. We will talk about it more on Discord in the Patreon channel for our members. But if you do want to talk about it, you are watching this through YouTube, you can just freely ping us, on the Discord server. So check out the link for the Discord server in the description below. But let's get started on the 15 things in 15 minutes. We are going to fly through this, guys. It's going to be quick. So again, if you want to talk about it further, anything we talk about, hit us up on the Discord server, and we'd love to talk to you about it further. So let's get started. 15 things in 15 minutes. Here we go. We're going to start off with playstyle. Playstyle is very important when it comes to GAC. In my playstyle, this coming season for season 54 5v5 is going to be, again, very offensive. I'm going to probably put 1 to 2 GLs down on defense and focus on full clearing my opponent with no drops, and I'm going to try and be super efficient at doing it. How about you, Sam?
For myself, I'm thinking about doing maybe a 4 to 5 GL kind of defense, with the idea being trying to trap them out with some of the new squads that we can put together with the new Datacron set 15.
Awesome. Nice.
That's pretty much it.
Awesome, man. And how about yourself, Trax?
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing a more balanced playstyle. I think 3v3 this time around is really gonna reflect on the 5v5 with the new teams. There's a lot of strong new teams that can take out GLs, so I feel like you can kind of throw off your opponent by putting a good mix of GLs and using those really strong teams. Yeah,
it's going to be very interesting season for sure. I'm really looking forward to it. So on that note, I think there's a big one we're all a bit scared of, both offensively and defensively, and that is SLKR. SLKR this season 54 and 5 is going to be pretty insane. What are your thoughts there, Sam, on SLKR on offense?
Okay, so in terms of offense, I definitely think you want to go with the Special Forces TIE Pilot level 9 Cron with the long text level 6 Darksaber Bolt, and that will be instrumental for taking out JMK, I think, on offense.
Awesome, that's cool.
Because of that mechanic where where SF can't die until Slacker does, and there's a bunch of bonuses that just helps it flow a lot better.
Yep, that makes sense. It's going to be very hard for Cat. Like, that leap's going to be like, yeah, whatever, we don't care.
And then honestly, he's gonna beat almost every other GL just with the way the Cron is.
Yeah, super insane, and I think SLK on offense is going to be just it's going to be I'm really looking forward to it, because SLK for me is one of my favorite GLs. So let's also then flip over then to Trax for the next point. SLKR on defense. Tell me, Trax.
so contrary to what Sam said, I think I'll be playing him mostly on defense because he is an absolute juggernaut. So the cron that I'll be using is the level 3 bulk with the level 6 long text, but the level 9 SLKR relic amplifier level, because if you have an R8 or R9 SLKR, he's gonna be swiping teams out.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it. It's gross. It's gonna be very interesting to watch some of the streamers do those battles, including myself. So yeah,
it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, for sure. And now we've talked about him on offense. Now to go, and we've talked about him on defense as well. How we most people are going to be scared about how we're going to deal with him on defense. So guys, tell me, Sam, how you think you're going to deal with SLKR on defense. What's your go-to option?
My go-to is going to be JML for this because we've still got the proc cron from set 14. We've got the 100% Jedi offense on the level 6, and there's a lot of control still with JML. You got ability blocks, you got cooldown increases with JML, JKR, JKL as a stun. And I think you can get enough of control to knock Slacker out early. Yeah,
you want that hyper, but Trax really knows a lot about that idea of the perfect DC there for Prot. So Trax, tell me a little bit about what your thoughts here on our next point, the JML DC to go there to fight SLKR.
So Sam really touched on the points. Protection is very, very key. You want that level 6 100% offense versus SLKR, and this is with SLKR as lead. But if anybody decides to throw you a bone and you see Phasma lead, it's actually going to be a lot easier to kill her. You can pretty much one-shot with Eflux with JML, so just keep that as a note, guys. You might be able to annihilate pretty easily.
Yeah, and if you guys want to see some footage of that, Trax has some beautiful footage of that actually happening. So hit us up on the Discord as well if you want to see some more of that. It's pretty funny to watch. It's just an old man pushing his hand in the air and just everyone dead. It's pretty funny.
It's bowling.
Yeah, basically, yeah. He's got the sounds going and everything for it, so it's amazing. So that's a really tough team, scary team that we're gonna have to deal with. But it's also gonna be fun on offense. But thanks for discussing those points, guys. And let's move on to one of the new units and some of the new units that are part of, I guess, one of the really kind of exciting things for this next season, which is the Queen Amidala. For me, where I'm playing it with the account that I have, I don't have Master Qui-Gon Jinn, I don't have Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi, and they are pretty much foundational things which we'll touch on soon. So I have to think about some other kind of team. And what's really great about Queen Amidala is she doesn't need to necessarily be with those two in order to get some pretty good use out of her, even without her own datacron yet. And so the team, I'm kind of thinking, just because it's 5s and we have so many teams like the way GAC is right now, I'm actually almost going to have 2 teams in the one to make Queen Amidala team almost like a super team, which is Queen Amidala, Gas, Shakti, GMY, and potentially Rex. If anyone's interested why I'm thinking that, it could be Rex. Actually, it also could be potentially Plo Koon. Feel free to ping me on the Discord. I won't get into detail here, but that's the budget team I'm kind of looking at to run either on defense or potentially offense, but most likely defense. And then so I know Trax, you have a lot of thoughts here on the Queen Amidala team, so quickly tell us what you think of the Queen Amidala core.
I've been doing a lot of testing. I'm gonna admit there's still a lot of testing to be done. There's a lot of new things with this team. Something I did find though is I do have Pow and Master Qui-Gon. So I thought of putting Plo Koon with them because the taunting from the decoy stays up all the time, and Plo Koon will give the 4 extra turns of defense up. So if you wanna proc defense and make her even more of a beast to handle, I think he's kind of a good addition there. I agree with you. The Shakti and GMY could be also 2 good, really cheap options to kind of put in there on defense with those 3. So
yeah, and you especially want to make them really fast. If you are thinking of doing that, you want Shakti to be fast and you want GMY to be fast. So great potential for those 2, and that's what I do like about characters like Queen Amidala, when there's characters come along that they aren't just shoehorned 100% into one team, is always really good. You know, some people with budget accounts, if they have cat, now you got a good place to use cat. Too, by the way. I just want to point that out. So depending on where you are at the game. But we want to keep moving along here. Now, Sam, tell me about JMK with Padme. Now, this cron's a pretty disgusting, annoying cron. So tell me.
Padme has this team has an insanely new cron that just completely wrecks a lot of counters for JMK. So the first part that's really good is the level 6, where you have the protection disruption. So I think it's when you're something to do with attacking in a turn or something like that. I can't remember the full writing of it, but you're able to just start ignoring prod and stuff. And that already hurts a lot of the standard counters like your Reaver, Leia, whatever. And then the other part to it is with the Padme level 9 is when you start to attack our turn with people with the protection up, their damage starts reducing to 1. So it takes you that bloody long to get through them.
Yep, it's already difficult to deal. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to see a lot of it on defense this season.
Yeah, and I think the biggest part there is that just ignoring taunt, so Cat can leap.
Oh yeah, that was the other.
Yeah. Cat leaping past that taunt, like say on Reaver and stuff, is really hard to deal with.
Well, not just Reaver, it starts to mess with the mirror too if your cat's
Yes, true. And
Padme is now Pad Bay.
Yeah, Pad Bay. Yeah, she's very, very annoying DC. So stay tuned that one, guys. This is early in the season, so we will post more as we know more. But yeah, this one's going to be a bit of an annoying one. But so I think SLKR might be the best chance you have there, given what Sam said earlier. Just to loop back to that. But let's keep moving. Let's go on to one of our favorite new teams, right? Everyone's joke team, and that is the Gungan team. Now we've got a bit of a bug that Trax has detected playing against them a fair bit. So Trax, tell us a little bit about the Gungan bug.
PSA announcement.
Yep.
Everybody's Gungan fighting. All right, yeah, that's
Yes, you need to know about this one, guys. You need to know about this one.
Do not tread lightly, guys. Pull out your full Jason Bourne, all right, on the Gungans. There's a problem with the shield generator right now. After you defeat it the first time, there's a possibility that it comes up a second time when it's not supposed to, and you can get locked on taunt from Phalanx. So bring in the big teams, bring in the big guns. I think Dannoz has something to say about that next, but yes, do not tread lightly.
Yeah, and on that note, like I said, I'm going fully efficient offensively. So what that means to me is that when I look at this and there's a bug here, you need something that's going to do a lot of AoE damage. You're going to be able to control the team, get banners back, recovery, and Leia, to me, given how weak she is on defense, is going to be my primary counter to the Gungans. If I face them, I'm in Khyber 2, where I'm coming from. So not going to be very often, but I would say that's still probably the case for Khyber 1, guys. Just typically because her use on defense is going to be pretty low, because she can get beaten by people with GG stat, and most people are going to have GG stat at this point in the time. So don't put Leia on defense, save it for the Gungans is my point there, how I will deal with them, and my suggestion to you guys. But Sam, tell us a little bit about our favorite Inquisitor team. So with 9th DC and the Reaver. Yeah.
Get
Inquisitor's also got a really nice cron coming into the season, so the level 6 is really nice in that they stack offense and all the other stuff, and then also when they're doing when you take into context the 9th level 9, where she does the max health damage on the basic, she can revive if there's someone with 6 stats purge on the field, and then I think there's another part to it too, where if they go to cleanse the purge, then they get exposed.
Lot to read with that.
Yeah, it makes Reaver be able to go after Java even pretty well, and then the other one's obviously Leia. She absolutely blitzes her in like a minute now in 5s.
Yep. Another reason not to put Leia on defense, eh?
Yeah, pretty much. Definitely a seed to watch out for.
Yep. And what do you think about to a team that was just so dominant and powerful? For our next point, Sam, was Bo-Katan, but without her datacron, she seems kind of relegated. What are your kind of thoughts on her for this next season?
Thoughts for Bo-Katan is I think you can still use her on LV. I think the main thing you want to make sure you have is her lead Omicron, just to give that team extra survivability against like the more blasts and all that, so Bo can survive, start to pound the team off one by one, and then
She's still got the dark saber. Right?
Yeah, it'd be fine. What could possibly go wrong with that team?
And then another thing I would like to see is in freeze. I did play with someone, and we were able to use Bo-Katan to take out Jabba.
Yeah,
So
that was very big.
I would like to see how that would operate in a 5v5 standpoint.
I think you actually have more chance. I think that's a good one there, guys, that you should really have a look at and consider. We'll probably share some more data on that and the counters in the Patreon section of my Discord. So stay tuned for that, guys. We will probably try that a bit this coming season. But moving on, that was our 12th point, by the way. You might be flying through this, right, guys? And we're doing well. And I want to get on to our next point, point 13, which is actually how many DCs for level 3, at least, very much the level 3. How many of them I'm going to try and get with set 15? Now, a lot of Datacron sets, they have a really, sometimes there's a level 3 that's just great to have lots of them. This current set, set 15, definitely has one of that. And it's the 15% health and prot. For level 3, you want to get lots of those. Now, basically, you want to just acquire them, roll up to level 3. If you don't get after 2 rerolls, then chuck it away because it's just not worth the reroll cost. But you want to make this sort of like a bit of a goal or an aim, and I'm trying to go for about at least 20 of them, 20 to 25 of them. You want at least 20, 25 level 3s. Even if you don't have all the other level 9s, all the other things, you want at least 20 to 25 level 3s. Which then brings me to my the next point as well, which is actually what do I consider the best Datacrons for this current set? I think my opinion there is the 3 major ones. Well, it's kind of like it's like 4 really. It's SLKR slash the TIE Fighter pilot. Both of those are they're good in their own way. But if you only had one or the other, then that's still really good. But you want either one of those two. The next thing is 9th Sister or the Reaver one. Again, it's the same sort of thing with SLK. If you only could afford or could only get one of the two, if you have at least one of those two, you're still going to be fine. 9th Sister's not a one to be too upset about. And if you got the Reaver one, you never got the 9th one, also don't need to be too upset about. Both really good ones to have.
No, because the Reaver one's still very solid.
Yes, exactly. And same with the SLKR one, it's still very solid too. But if you had the TIE Fighter pilot one, it's even better under the certain situations. It just depends on where you are in the game.
I think they're different for different.
Exactly.
Cases,
Yes.
So
So many good.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So many good level 9s.
There is, but like if you were to, and that's the thing is there's so many good ones. But if you couldn't get those other ones, don't feel too bad because the key things are is you have one of these 3, I guess. Sort of thing. And the next big one to really want to get, and we touched on it already, is the Padme. Make sure you're doing whatever you can to get that Padme one, because that will change how a lot of people handle your defenses. So that's probably the biggest one for me, is the Padme one. The others you can kind of mix and match depending on what you can get and what's within your budget, ability to get with Datacrons, etc. And we'll finish it off now then with tracks. Tell us a very spicy idea you have with Queen Amidala.
You hear that fizz, guys?
Yeah. Big brain moves coming through here, guys, too. Big brain moves.
So right now, I saw some spicy videos passing over the interwebs where adding Queen Amidala to your gas team can take out Rey. Why? Because adding Padme and her decoy taunt, it automatically, like, the opponents automatically get set to the taunt, and they're not hitting gas, right? And gas needs to be hit to kneel down to be able to hit the other clone troopers. So there's that extra shielding that you have. So because of that, working around, you're able to take out a team like Rey on defense, which is really cool. Yeah, you want that. You also want that level 3 bulk and a level 6 Galactic Republic. A Galactic Republic level 6 to help it.
Awesome, that's pretty cool. I mean, we've seen Gas beat Rey in the past, but obviously Rey's always had difficulties with various Datacrons, but this is a pretty cool, you had to be pretty good with that counter. You had to have the good mod, the good relics, all that sort of stuff to make that work with Gas vs Rey, and it was also very bad banners. This seems to be a very good way to actually mitigate that and actually have a pretty solid battle. It's kind of like Sia versus Ray, so it's a really good. I'm going to potentially try it. I'm interested to see how it might work. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but there might be opportunities, and I'm sure we'll see other people try it this season. So stay tuned for that one too, guys. But that was really good. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Trax, as well, for all your inputs there. We will just be on about 15 minutes now. I've been watching the clock. We're just on 15 minutes for it, so we well done for our first time getting through this. And so well done, guys. Yeah, well done. We hope to get even more efficient and better at doing this. We look forward to also doing 9 points in under 10 minutes for the next one, and that will be at the end of this week. Basically a summary of the things we've seen, we've learned, we've talked about with other people. We're going to summarize them, and we're going to keep it very much TLDR, because we all got a lot of busy lives, we've got a lot of things on, and so we just want to know the facts, the important things we need to know. And if you have other things that you think are important that we haven't covered, please let us know on the Discord as well, or in the comments of this video here on YouTube. We'd love to hear about them. So please, on that note, like and subscribe here on the YouTube video, and we'd really appreciate support, comments. Let us know what you think of any of the thoughts we've said here. We're trying to help people out here with their busy lives they've got, so give them all the information. And if you got any other thoughts, please add it below, and we'll keep trying to cover it off all the time. But yeah, this has been really good. I'm gonna let you guys know also about my GAC tournament I run. For many of you who don't know me and what I'm doing, I actually have over on my Discord server a GAC tournament, completely free to join and enter, and you get yourself a chance to win money playing this game. Now, that's not a very normal thing. CG, I don't think I've really ever done that before. I can't say hand on heart because I haven't been playing since day one, but I'm not aware of any time of paid tournament that CG has done, and I am trying to do that to help encourage playing GAC. And it's actually not a normal kind of tournament. It's actually, you're going to be part of a team. You're going to be put into a random team that could be some of the best players in the game, such as Aesop Rock, Brilliant Zid, there's a few others. There's Renee or Che. He's got a few different names there. He plays in game, but there are some of the best players that I'm telling you that are in the top 10, top 20 that play in this tournament. So come along, be part of it, completely free to play. You don't even need to do anything other than just play GAC. You can be casual. You don't need to be the best GAC player. You put in a team of 2 other players, and it's just about having fun, meeting other people playing GAC, and then maybe asking for help and talking with them in your team. It is completely free to join. You don't need to have any skill rate. It doesn't matter if you've got no GLs, you've got all the GLs. Doesn't matter where you are in the game. All you gotta do is come and play. We have a bot that will get your scores for you. If you want to come and hang out with me in a more personal way, I do my Twitch streaming over on my Twitch channel, and that is https://twitch.tv Dannoz Direct. Now, instead of an I in the Dannoz Direct, it is a 1, because unfortunately somehow someone took my name, so I had to put a 1 there. So it's Dannoz. Yes, I guess that's the reason then, mate. I guess that's the reason. But the link for that will be in the description below, guys. So come and hang out with me there when I Twitch stream. The unfortunate thing is, as you can tell by my accent, I am Australian, so my stream times are not always going to be the best times, depending on where you are in the world. So
you know what you needed to say, right? After you said they took your name, you should have been like, identity theft is not a joke, Jim. Millions of families are suffering every year. That's right. The Office. We should have quoted that. My bad. So anyway, that is I've been under identity theft there. So we've got Dannoz Direct with a 1, but check it out in the description below. And there's also Patreon, guys, if you do want to support me, and I appreciate all my Patreon supporters that I have currently. They also are an amazing bunch of guys, have been supporting me for quite some time now, and I thank you for you. This is why we have this video, is for my Patreons, for the amazing stuff that they do to support myself and my Big Brains team here, which is Sam, the Muppet Lord, and Sir Traximus. And we thank you so much. I will say goodbye now, and Sam, say goodbye, guys, and we thank you so much for watching. See you guys.
Stay alert, stay safe.
See you guys. May the force be with you all. See you guys.